Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the talking points from social media, and there is a little bit of anger coming into the whole releases situation. I mean, the anger's been there from the fans anyway, but now this anger is being targeted towards Dave Meltzer. We're getting anger from the wrestlers. Like, it's just really bubbled over today, right? And let's do a bit of a walk, shall we? Because we can find out why in this folder. So, Shotzi said, my last match was this speed match back in February. Can't wait to wrestle for a lot longer than just 3 minutes. So, you know, I sensed a little bit of anger in there, but a bit of excitement as well, maybe. Shotzi kind of pointing out that these were the only opportunities that she was getting towards the end of her time in WWE. This is why there's anger. So, Ben, shout out to you. You can see this has been viewed over 1 million times from Wrestle Talk, but it's come from Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer Radio. Now, I'm not subscribed to Observer Radio or The Observer, so I have not heard this within the context of a video. I think the vast majority of people, 99% of people, have just seen this comment. They haven't actually watched the video. Now, I don't know if watching the video makes any difference. It might make no difference whatsoever, but I am only going from this quote as are 99.9% of the people talking about this, okay? And people are talking about this. So many of those cuts, this is NXT, right, were perceived as not working hard in training. So it does say many were perceived as not working. Not all. Not all of them, but many of those cut from NXT were perceived as not working hard in training. And if you don't work hard in training, there's so many people who do. And at this point, if the feeling is that you're not working hard in training, I saw the term lazy. The ones who are lazy, they're going to be gone. And the ones who didn't stand out, they're going to be gone. So that's what Dave has said, and understandably that has upset people. He did say that he didn't want to get specific, right? I saw him mention this. He didn't name names. He didn't want to get specific. The problem with that is that now everyone that's been released from NXT is kind of potentially lazy, according to this. So we don't know who this applies to and who it doesn't. And so understandably, there's people now coming out going, well, that's not me, right? So here we've got a response from Gigi Dolin, who said, when I wasn't traveling to work for either of the two companies I was working for, I trained very hard 3 to 4 days a week, bumping my ass off, doing cardio drills with one of the best, toughest coaches I've ever worked with. And I worked out every single day with live events every other weekend. So I don't want to hear this. The way my body feels says otherwise. Now, again, he didn't say all were released because of laziness. And there is a lot of people that just do not like Dave Meltzer. And so, you know, you can read here about people going off about how Dave is making this up, lazy journalism, all of that. And that could be true. That could be true. But equally, someone in WWE may have also said to him that part of the reason was that compared to the other people, some of these talents just weren't reaching those levels. And again, that might have nothing to do with Gigi. So it's a real difficult one. It's one where we're not really going to know the truth. We're not really going to know as to whether there's some truth to this or no truth to this, or maybe one was let go because they were perceived as being lazy. Maybe it was 2, maybe it was 3. It's really hard to know what the truth is, but I can tell you that it certainly kicked up the dust and caused quite a lot of anger. So that was Gigi responding to it. There was also a response here by Cora Jade. So this, plus, can't forget having to go to my own gym outside of work after strength and conditioning that wasn't doing anything for me other than getting me body shamed by my bosses, co-workers, and fans. Crazy. Wow. So you see, this is what we're saying, that anger has arrived now. So here's Cora Jade saying that she would go back to her own gym to do extra work after strength and conditioning class because she was getting body shamed by her bosses, her co-workers, and fans. So, yeah, I mean, it's understandable the anger that's around. I mean, these releases are ruining people's livelihoods. They obviously had dreams and goals and ambitions, and it's just a really sensitive time at the moment. So, I don't know. The whole body shaming thing, I mean, obviously, when the dust settles, that would be a good thing to revisit and just see exactly what was said, because it would be nice to get a bit more context in that as well. So just a lot of noise, a lot of stuff going on right now. Johnny, shout out to you. Also, Cora Jade said, I didn't think I would have to clarify, but this email is for bookings and inquiries only, you weird ass insensitive beep. So there we go. So it looks like Cora Jade's also getting a lot of unwanted attention. Although, in all fairness, she did just put hit me up and then just leave her email, you know what I mean, on a very public platform. I think you've got to expect that the darker sides of the internet are going to respond to this, you know? So, there we go. Shinsuke Nakamura has not been released by WWE despite rumours. I've had so many people telling me it's such a shame he's gone. It's like, he's not gone. Shinsuke's not been released. There is a new rumour doing the rounds now that his contract in September may not get renewed, but I don't know where that's come from. I think some of you might need to have a look at where you're getting your news from and really look to see if it's like a trustworthy place or not. Because as of right now, there are no reports that Shinsuke has been released by WWE. Shotzi said she's still got time on a contract, but come July, I'm going to be full-time balls to the wall. So I don't know when her contract runs out. I don't know if it is July and then there's no like 30 days or 90 days or anything. So I don't know. She said there's still a bit of time on a contract. However long there is, I don't think we see Shotzi. I mean, to be honest, we haven't really been seeing Shotzi anyway. But now that we know that she's leaving, I think they're going to focus on talents that are going to be sticking around. So even if she has got till July, I think she's done. I don't expect to see her, to be honest. So a little update on Shotzi there. Now, this is interesting from Dave, okay? So just thinking about the laziness thing, right? There were reportedly non-wrestling things and certain things that happened that played a factor in Riley Osborne's release. Now, I'm not going to say he's lazy. I actually really like Riley Osborne, so I'm certainly not saying he's lazy. But it feels like there's something interesting that's happened here, right? His situation was one of those where it had to do with non-wrestling things. There was just... not political, that's not the right words, but there were certain things that happened with him, and it kind of led to them taking him off TV. Talent-wise, he's there, he's good. He's someone AEW should at least look at, take a chance at. He never really got to show it, but I was always impressed with him. And when I was asking people there, it was like, oh yeah, he's really good. He was not cut over talent. What does that mean? What does that mean? So I don't know what that means, but that's coming from Dave on Wrestling Observer. And again, I understand there's a lot of backlash on Dave. A lot of people are going to be like, I'm not interested in anything Dave's got to say. I understand. But this is a video where we bring you all the big talking points from social media. What I am presenting to you are the big talking points today from social media. Final thing from Dave then is age and salary were reportedly the main reason for the main roster releases. Essentially, the cuts are being made. A lot of it has got to do with guys and women getting up in age, and they're looking at people that are not going to use, they're not going to use compared to the salary they're getting going forward. So I think Braun Strowman, I heard, Braun Strowman was released because of his salary. I don't think it was anything he did wrong or anything like that. I think it was just he was getting paid quite a bit. And I think they were looking at how much do we use him? Is that worthy of the salary? I mean, something you would imagine they would have thought about when they brought him back. But perhaps things just didn't really pan out the way they expected. Perhaps they thought bringing Braun back and Triple H booking him might be that he would catch fire a little bit more and that they would get some momentum. But I don't know. Sometimes things just don't pan out, do they? So very interesting. I wish, obviously, all the release superstars all the very best in the future. But all of that has been the big talking point today. But obviously, we're on the verge of Raw, so let's check in with Adam Pearce to see what's the official preview for this week's Raw.
All right, everybody, Monday Night Raw is live tomorrow night from beautiful Omaha, Nebraska, where we are less than a week from Backlash. Becky Lynch will oppose Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and after last week's War of Words, Becky is calling Lyra out. What will happen? Let's find out together live in Omaha. Plus, another champion, Io Sky, will go one-on-one with the prodigy Roxanne Perez. And Paul Heyman, Seth freaking Rollins, and Braun Breaker say they have a message for you, the WWE Universe. What is it? Let's find out together tomorrow night live from Omaha, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Netflix. It's the flagship. It's Monday Night Raw. And your GM will be in the house in living flesh. I appreciate the well wishes, and I will see you tomorrow night. And that, my friends, is official.
Oh yeah, he wasn't around last week, was he? So there we go. Good to see him back. So Raymond, thank you. Dan, shout out to you. Rey Mysterio featured at the beginning of this package. So this is really just an advert for Worlds Collide, and it's just a quick little word from Rey.
For nearly a century, lucha libre has redefined wrestling. Una fuerza cultural inspirando generaciones. And now, the whole world is watching AAA and WWE.
So it's higher, further, faster, together.
Flies here.
The future lies here. Worlds collide. So it was just a little video thing at the start of their recent show on Saturday. Right, as well as what was said earlier by Adam Pearce, we've actually got Penta and JD going at it in a match. Natalia said, I can't wait for this one. So that's been announced as well. And we do have an update on Cena and the dates so far. So this coming from E-Wrestling News. So May 9th, which is SmackDown next week, and then Backlash. Saturday night's main event on the 24th. SmackDown, the following SmackDown. SmackDown after that, and then Money in the Bank on June 7th. SmackDown on June 13th. SmackDown on June 20th. Then we've got July 18th SmackDown. SummerSlam. Not much of a build for SummerSlam. I mean, there's only one appearance in July. And then we've got SummerSlam early August. Clash in Paris. No build for that. So, if we count these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think he's got 26 dates, something like that. There's 12 dates there. So that's still going to leave us about 14, 15 dates, something along those lines. And that takes us up to October. But obviously we need some SmackDowns before Crown Jewel. We need Raws. We need some SmackDown Raws before Clash in Paris. We need a bit more before SummerSlam. I think we need a little bit more in July, maybe. A couple in June. Money in the Bank and the build for that's okay. There's not much before Saturday night's main events. Backlash is coming up, and we know that that's... And then, of course, we've got to get in the rest of October, November, and, of course, December. But, yeah, we're looking not bad, actually. We're looking not bad. I think we've still got... So you can sort of see the vision here. You can sort of see, what we're dealing with. So, yeah, plenty of matches. I mean, he'll probably have a match, obviously, there, maybe there. That would be 2. That would be 3. That would be 4, 5... 6, 7 for his final one. Survivor Series would be 8. I think we've got at least another 8 matches. Maybe even more. Maybe we could get to 9, 10, maybe. But, yeah, that's how things are looking at the moment. So that is the WWE folder. Let's go other, shall we? So 1 year ago today, I think it was Backlash in France, ref Jess made history, becoming the first woman to ref a main event for the WWE Championship at a pay-per-view PLE. And Jessica Carr said, what an insane crowd dreams are made of. Charles Robinson came and told me in Gorilla the day before at SmackDown, and we cried together. I'm so proud of that match and experience. Got more to conquer. So that's really cool, isn't it? Oh, this is really interesting. So here we've got Sexy BJ Ray. He's just showing us the strength and conditioning leaderboard. And actually, Tank from Hank and Tank, I think he's in like on the all-time list in first place. So some really interesting stuff here. So let's check this video out.
So I am out here looking at the strength and conditioning leaderboard in the entire WWE Performance Center. And I go down to conditioning right here. I see the men.
So you can see this Troy Yarwood, Trill London doing very well. Miles Bourne, though, is on the all-time list. This bit at the top is the all-time list. So, you know, you can see the names. There's Holyfield's. Harlem Lewis is up there as well. But that's just the current leaders. The bit at the top is all-time top 3. So, oh, that's better. I didn't even know I could do that. That's better. My God, check us out. We're learning things. Even at even at this age. There's all-time Xena Sterling, Sol Ruka, Bailey Humphrey. So actually, by the looks of it, this LFG talent really is breaking down some barriers. Chantel Monroe doing really well there. That's women's all-time top 3 for power. Chantel Monroe, she's really small. Sol Ruka's up there as well. I mean, I don't know when they started this, but it's all kind of people that are there. I can see a bit of a Javon Evans. I can't see anyone that's left NXT, though. So I don't know how long they've been, like, really tracking all this. But I do remember Logan showing this board off in a video, like, last year.
So I am out here looking at the strength and conditioning leaderboard in the entire WWE Performance Center. And I go down to conditioning right here. I see the men's all-time top 3 since this place has started. Oh, who do you have right here? Braden Ray. Current leaders, Braden Ray. Where's Cutler James? I don't see Cutler James. So I am out here looking at the strength and...
I mean, he's obviously looking at it from, I'm trying to build a feud point of view. I'm looking at it from, well, this is interesting information point of view. That Troy Yerwoods is doing really well. Harlem Lewis is doing well as well. Where's Obafemi? I mean, Obafemi is huge, jacked. How's he not on the all-time power lead board? So, I don't know, something doesn't feel quite right. Why is this just talent that's still in developmental? Do you get my point? Don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, Roman Reigns SCN. So Paul Heyman gives huge praise to Solo Sikoa. He said, I think Solo was the single most improved performer from Mania 40 through to this week right now. He is perhaps in a 1 year span the most improved performer over a 1 year span ever. I mean, cool. Cool story, bro. This is the same guy that can't get onto the WrestleMania card, so I don't know how improved we are, but yeah, I mean, I get it. He doesn't want all that hard work that they put into Solo to go to waste. So this is exactly what Heyman should be doing. But if we're being honest, you know. Wrestle Knight said, seems like Shinsuke is going to adopt Meiko Satomura's finisher, the Scorpio Rising. It's now become my new sword. Thank you, Meiko. So let's have a look, shall we? This is him. Bang. That's that kick. It's like a it's that axe kick kind of thing, isn't it? So Yeah, this will become my new sword. I will be even stronger. So there we go. Keep an eye out for that. He had Meiko teach him how to deliver that move. Okay, let's go fun. So let's check out this kid meeting Dominik.
Good, what's your name? Abe?
Yep.
I hope you're not a Rey Mysterio fan.
Ooh.
Oh, that's smart. I met him yesterday.
But when you and Dad fight, what do we always? You always make me be Rey Mysterio, and you're always Dom Mysterio.
That's what I'm talking about. He's
So,
deadbeat.
fight all the time.
My
Deadbeat.
dad?
Do you beat him every time?
As
Yeah.
we should. As we should. If you ever need any help.
Ooh.
That's good, isn't it?
You want to hold it? It's a little heavy. Be careful.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Dude,
cool.
that's so.
Dude might be a monster face right now. Not even right now. I mean, he's getting big reactions, and there he is just... Do you know what? I mean, every time I look at Dominik, I just think he's been brought up so well. Like, he's so down to earth. He seems like such a nice guy. And nothing but respect, yeah. You can see why the crowd was so desperate for him to get that Intercontinental. Future's so bright for him. I mean, he knows how to work as a heel, and I think he's going to make an excellent face as well. So, yeah, he can do it all. Metal Mama said, gotta love R-Truth's new profile picture. So, there we go. R-Truth with a new profile picture. Some figures of him with John. And this betrayal, it's going to hurt, man. It's going to hurt. We're just building up for the betrayal. We're just building up for Cena to absolutely obliterate R-Truth. So, yeah, there we go. Right, here's Gunther buying a gift for his wife Ginny upon a return to Austria.
So when I'm in Austria, I like to bring a nice gift home to my lovely wife, because I couldn't do all of that without her backing. So when I come to Vienna, I like to bring something nice with me. That's what we're gonna try to achieve now. Now I'm in a tricky situation. I don't know exactly what I'm getting, so I hope I pick the right one. Beautiful, isn't it? Nah, she's gonna like it. I gotta be honest, my doors were kind of shocked when I grew up here. I would have never thought that through professional wrestling, I could just walk in here and grab my wife a nice watch. It's a nice accomplishment, I think. So when I'm in Austria, I like to bring it.
That's great. I tell you what, that is a hell of a place to go and get a watch from. I mean, that's going to be some serious money, but he's earning serious money. So, you know, he's talking about how he didn't think he'd be able to just walk in and buy a nice watch like that thanks to professional wrestling. So, fair play. Cathy Kelley said, I didn't let my nephews win a single game in Mario Kart this weekend. Not sure what the life lesson was, but I feel great about it. Cathy, thank you. Fade said, when Bret Hart came back to WWE, he didn't want to be known as a part-timer. So this man started working house shows at 53 years old after suffering a stroke. So here is Bret Hart working house shows at the age of 53 after suffering a stroke, just so people didn't think that he was a part-timer. I mean, wow. Amazing. I don't think I've ever seen this footage, by the way. I don't know that I've ever seen any Bret Hart 2010 house show footage. But here we are. Here we are. So, very cool. Very, very cool. This is old, man. This room thing's old. Samantha, shout out to you. So, here's Naomi. This room, someone took a picture, right? And they were like, I don't know what to do with this space. Internet, can you give me suggestions? But this was like last year, maybe the year before. I can't even remember how long ago. But there was some amazing suggestions. People were like filling it with toys, and they were like putting a swimming pool in there, turning it into a jacuzzi, a sauna. Do you know what I mean? Doing loads of stuff. I think someone put a little plinth in there and put a hot dog on it or something. So that you could just walk around this hot dog. It was bonkers. That's here's Naomi. She's putting Jade in there and putting some bars in front. So, yeah, that works. That works. Right. Oh, let's go. May the 4th be with you. Here is C3PO and R2D2. Let's go. I think they're wrestling the Young Bucks. So, let's go. This is... yeah, I love this bit. Go up to the ropes. Go back. into a pose. Yeah! Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. Let's go. Mate, the books look good. This is like legit the best Young Bucks match I've seen. Oh, good few years. I love this bit. Go to the ropes. Oh, you thought they were going to jump over, but they didn't. Yeah. May the 4th be with you. Love it. Right, let's have a look in community. So, Lynette, shout out to you. Got a Jada Parker Refractor, I believe that's called. So, very nice. Very nice. And Dwayne said, just wanted to share the ticket prices for Monday Night Raw, because on the June 23rd, I'm a single father. I had to work some overtime, but my 14-year-old daughter is a wrestling fanatic. This is going to be her birthday gift. Not bad seats. So, shout out to you, dudes. Shout out to you. I mean, stories like this are just the grassroots of wrestling, aren't they? You know, parents working hard so their kids can go to the wrestling. This is why I've said before, I don't give a flip about the prices of the tickets that are for the ringside here. Don't care. Anyone that can sit there has got money. But what about those people that have to work hard to get the tickets to take their kids along, you know? And that's exactly what Dwayne's done there. So, Dwayne, nothing but respect to you, my friend. And I hope you have a fantastic time. I already know your daughter will have a fantastic time. And to me, this is what it's all about. So, yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy every moment of it. So, she will love it. Monday Night Raw, it's got that buzz, hasn't it? It's got that buzz like, oh, my God, this is all on TV. I'm watching something that's being shown around the world. I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you something you will notice. Not having commentators is very weird. Not having commentary in your ear, it's very weird. So you will notice that. Huddle Talk. Right, let's get to thanks, shall we? So, Huddle Talk, a little bit of a fan. Larry, Edward, Prain User Sports, Claire Webb, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Bradley, Big Bam, Stone Cold Scorp, Wild Child Billy, Raymond, Wrestling's biggest fan, CM Chunk, Davy Jones, Ajax, Wrestling Junkie, Jang Taesang, Tony, Chris, and all Game 17. Thank you for the support and the retweets and all the support. Thanks to everyone that supports this video series. Hopefully we can move past the release stuff. As we said, you know, there's nothing but bad news there. And certainly, like, the lazy stuff that's around is not needed, to be honest. I don't think it's needed. Even if it is true in some cases, I don't think it's needed. It's not going to help anything, is it? I think it's one of those where WWE may have leaked this news. I really don't think Dave has just made it up, but, well, that could just be me. I could be wrong. It could be that his sources have said this. But, you know, that's their side of the story. It might not be the story. It might not be the truth. Some of it might just be budget cuts, whatever. The Riley Osborne thing, I don't know what that's about. That is quite interesting. It'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of sit-down interview with him at some point. That would be interesting. It does seem like there's a bit more here. And Cora definitely seems like she's got stuff she wants to say, so... don't know. Unfortunately, this could get uglier, to be honest. But, yeah, hopefully we can start moving on from it. And obviously next weekend, Backlash, we will be live for that. So hopefully we can turn our attention to something a bit more positive. And hopefully the shows this week are going to be better as well. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.